Hello Pisces, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for July 2023. So these are messages from Spirit for the month ahead. So let's have a look here, Pisces. We have the overall energies. So we have a chance to practice forgiveness, and we have faith in yourself and trust the process. Interesting energy. We have the 4-week breakdown with the 2 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the 4 of Wands and the Devil, and we have additional information with calling and pivot. And I feel like pivoting is what you're going to do, especially with this energy right here. So let's start with your overall energy. Actually, Spirit's just said to me we're going to start with the tarot, okay? And I always do as I'm told. Okay, so this is the 4-week breakdown, or how the energies are likely to play out. And I feel this has a feeling of being pretty much a weekly breakdown. Of course, energies, we're all different, so energies develop over different time lengths. So let's not get too caught up on week to week, but this is definitely how I feel, how it's going to go, if you like. So Pisces, you've got the 2 of Pentacles, and I'm really feeling with this card, the messages that I'm getting with this card is a sense of not knowing what to do. I'm really feeling that emotions might be high with these waves in the background, and I'm really feeling there's this sense of overwhelm and just uncertainty that kind of what's the word I'm looking for, Spirit? It's like uncertainty. It doesn't keep you stuck, but it's just really got you just, the word bewildered has come to me. You just don't know. There's just this, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And Spirit's just said to me that sometimes we put ourselves in this position, this uncertainty, because there's a deep knowing in us that we're heading in the wrong direction. There's a deep knowing in us that knows what to do, but it's not the loudest voice. And it fills us with doubt. It fills us with uncertainty. It almost limits our visibility, our clarity, in order to kind of get us to stop. Get us to wait. Now, in the past, this energy was probably easier to digest, if you like. It was probably easier to embrace because life was slower. You know, replies were not instant. And our technology and our ability to do things quickly has evolved. So too has our belief that answers must be given instantly. We should know. We should have a reply to everything. And so then this energy of, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, freaks us out, because we keep trying to do things at the same speed as if we knew what we were doing. So then what does it do? It unbalances us. We're like, oh, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 5 steps forward, 1 step back. I'm all over the place. That's how I'm feeling. That's how this energy is coming through. It's kind of like freaking out because you're still trying to do, but the clarity's gone. And so you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, but you're still doing. And Pisces, I laugh because we all do this. This is almost like a sickness, if you will, of our time. When we become uncertain, we put more on our plate rather than taking things off our plate. We throw more into the mix so we can confuse ourselves even more. I've never gotten this message with this card before, but I'm seeing his very long hat. And there's a sense of ridiculousness in this card that I've never seen that before. I've noticed his hat before, but there's this sense of, and Pisces, please, I say this with love because this is how it's coming through to me, but there comes a point where you need to tell yourself, I'm being ridiculous. And it's not you that is ridiculous. It's what you're doing, and that's 2 very different things. Because you're doing something ridiculous doesn't make you ridiculous. And I think that's something that we don't disassociate, but we need to. So week 2 has you flying. Now the Knight of Swords can be taken, well, I'm channeling the message so it can be taken a million different ways, but generally the messages come within 2 brackets, if you like. One of receiving the clarity you need in order to move forward flying. The other one is you haven't received the clarity, but you're still moving forward flying. To hell with it, I'm going. Almost like this sense of, I'll figure it out along the way, I'm just going for it. But at this speed, you won't figure it out along the way, because there's no time to figure it out. The busier we make our days, the more we fill our days, the less our ability is to pivot. The less we have the ability to receive downloads, to receive clarity, because there's so much noise and movement around us, it's so easy for us to block things out, to just not see things. And I feel that this speed, I feel, Pisces, there's a real sense you're going to embrace this speed to almost like bulldozer this uncertainty. It's almost like I'm just going to run over it. I'm just going in one direction. And I think you're actually saying to yourself, well, I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to go in a direction, and then if it doesn't work out, well, then I'll go in another direction. And I think the reason why Spirit's brought that to your attention is because how far are you going to travel in the wrong direction before you get clarity? Before you realize, oh, okay. Now, if that's your journey, my friends. But these readings, what are they? Heads up. Take the energy, don't take the energy. See how it resonates with your life, or don't. It makes no difference. These messages are just heads up to say, hey, Pisces, are you moving fast? And you might go, no, I'm not moving fast. Okay, have a look at your schedule. Have a look at how much you've put on your plate. That's moving fast, because that's filling your days and allowing no space for other things. When we get busy like that, when we make ourselves busy, there's something that we're not willing to look at. And you've got it right here. You've got the devil here, which is the clearest sign that there's something you don't want to look at. And very interesting, in the third week, you've got this Four of Wands. Now, this Four of Wands is a beautiful card. Look at all the yellow in it. It's joy. The Four of Wands to me is a new portal opening, because you're in alignment with yourself. There's balance in your life. There's balance within yourself. And I see that as just being aligned with things. And it leads to new experiences, new people, new worlds, new life, new understandings. It leads to the new. And it's here. It's sandwiched between you running in the opposite direction and the devil. And they're what shows you a little bit the energy that surrounds this portal, this new door opening. And I think it's why it's got you in such a tiz. I'm wondering if this opportunity is here. I mean, it's in the third week. But I'm wondering if that's what's caused this energy. There is something that has caught your eye and has derailed you a little bit. Is it breaking your habits? A certain comfort zone that you've become accustomed to, whether it's whether it's a good one or not, because we can be comfortable in a bad job, we can be comfortable in a bad relationship, but the devil calls to our attention, what are we accepting that is no longer right for us? What habit is keeping us chained? Not others. The devil is not how others keep us chained. It's how we keep ourselves chained. It's how we keep ourselves small, how we limit our possibilities. It can also depict how we limit our possibilities and how we blame something else. So this energy for July is one of a little bit of upheaval and a little bit of panic and a little bit of, oh my gosh. I think if you give yourself the time, I think this is massive for you. I think this is a real game changer in your life. I think this has the potential to really, yes, change things for you, but to really, to enable you to level up. And what we mean by level up is grow, evolve, change, shift your life in a new direction, different direction, better direction for who you are right now. And I think it's kind of got you a bit like, oh, I don't know if I'm willing to do everything that is required. I don't know if I've got this in me. So let's have a look at the other cards. Let's go to your overall energies now. Now, your first overall energy is a chance to practice forgiveness. I am love. I forgive those who have hurt me. Now, do you know, I think this card is really linked with the devil aspect of how we blame others for where we find ourselves, how we blame others as a way of, how am I trying to say this, Spirit? So we're not responsible. So I think there's a level of forgiveness that is required. There's an opening of the heart chakra that is required. And healing. She's holding a whole bunch of crystals, and look at the stars at her crown. There's a whole lot of healing that is required around blame, I think. And some of you are blaming yourself for everything. Some of you are blaming others for everything, and some of you are halfway in between. But what if you could take out the blame and put in acceptance? Accept that you had a part to play. Accept that others had a part to play. Accept that the situation was what it was, and learn from it, grow from it. And there's this sense that if you can throw love into the mix. Now, in this energy, you can't really, you're moving too fast. It's too mind oriented. It's looking too much in the physical world, outside of you, for answers. You might be seeking advice from others, and the advice that comes through, you're just like, oh, what the hell? It only makes you more confused. It almost makes you more adamant. Oh, this is, oh, just gotta, nah, just keep going, just fill your days, work. You know, it's how, you know, sometimes when relationships fall apart, we throw ourselves into work. Or when our jobs are not great, we make our relationship everything. It's that kind of energy, Pisces. So there's a sense of acceptance and a chance to practice forgiveness. That I'm going to really say this wrong, so please forgive me, but the Ho'oponopono, it's the forgiveness, the Hawaiian forgiveness prayer, and it is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And that has been life-changing for me. I say it when I feel bad inside myself, when I feel I've let myself down by saying something I shouldn't, or I say it when I feel that I feel hurt by somebody. I will say it to them, and it just brings so much relief. So it's, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And sometimes it's hard to say to begin with, but if you just keep saying it, it's just this peace that comes over you. And I feel that might be important for you this month, Pisces. There might be some benefit in that, because I feel that it will connect you with your higher self. It will, if you see under her veil, she's got an eye at her throat chakra. And I feel that that will open up your truth, you know, speaking your truth, hearing the truth, seeing the truth. She's got the dove at her heart, so that's having an open heart, which brings you peace. And in her hands, you know, our hands is what receives and what offers. It's how we give and how we take. So how we give and how we receive. And there's all crystals there, which is a sign of healing. So we're healing the way we give and we're healing the way we receive. So beautiful, beautiful energy. And do you know the veils that I'm seeing here? I'm seeing these veils, Pisces, as there is nothing you need to say to another. Just do it all internally. I mean, if you've really wronged somebody, yes, sometimes saying sorry, but if they're no longer part of your life, you need to let that go. But you can put that energy out there, and that's the sense I'm getting from this, a chance to practice forgiveness. I'm feeling they're not words you need to say to anybody. It's just energy that you put out there, the forgiveness energy, and that you receive for you. I feel that's really important in this reading. It's not reconnecting with others so much so as allowing yourself to be in that space, that energy of forgiveness. And you don't need to be physically forgiving somebody in order to be in that space. It's more an energetic space. That's why that Hawaiian prayer is so powerful and so perfect, because it's just the energy of forgiveness that you surround you immerse yourself in, and that it expands out into the world. You know, because sometimes we don't know how we've wronged somebody. Sometimes we think somebody has wronged us, but it's been a two-way street. Sometimes we have wronged them, but we see ourselves as being wronged. So just putting the energy of forgiveness out there, it doesn't really matter. We don't need to see where or what the energy hits. That's not our concern. We just need to create that energy. And look at this. Then you flow on to the other overall energy, and it has, have faith in yourself and trust the process. The affirmation is, I am right where I'm supposed to be. And there couldn't be a more beautiful card. Or this overall energy is just beautiful for your reading. But Pisces, this is the card that says it all. This is the card that helps you stop. The magic is happening right where you are. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to fight. And I feel the more you can slow down, the more you just keep saying, I am right where I'm supposed to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be. This is going to level and balance and calm the water, the waves. It's just going to calm. This energy here will calm. And then what will you get? Just the clarity. It's almost like, Pisces, you've got to take it down a notch this month. Make yourself less busy. Say no to a lot of commitments that you want to say yes so it fills your day, so you don't have to look at things that need to change. Look at what's coming in. Look at what's there. You are right where you are supposed to be. That's where the magic is, my friends. And then we finish off with these additional messages. Calling. The calling that pulls you along your purposeful journey is one that cannot be ignored. To disregard your soul's calling is to neglect the sacredness of your being. Honor your purpose. Let it fill you and wash over you until you merge together and always live on purpose. That's what this is. That's why you're pivoting. That's what this is. Your calling is here, and it's almost like it's so powerful. The magnetic pull is so powerful that you're like, no. If I make myself busy, if I run in the other direction, it would dissipate. I don't want to see what I need to change. I almost don't want to see what this is, because there's such a fundamental level in you, Pisces, that knows this is beautiful and knows that this needs to go. You know this, Pisces. This uncertainty is because you know, but you're not willing to accept. And that's what creates this energy. To disregard your soul's calling is to neglect the sacredness of your being. That's the devil. Disregarding who you are now, what you want now, what no longer sits with you anymore. You can't ignore this, Pisces. And you know that, my friends. I know, I know. You're probably going, oh yeah. I know that you know this. You're intuitive enough, my friends. You know, and I think that's what's got you in such a tiz. That's the perfect word. Thank you, Spirit. And you've got pivot. Life often provides us with opportunities to pivot along our sacred path. We are intuitively move. When we intuitively move according to the messages of the universe within us, we are richly rewarded with a fresh outlook and a new way of engaging with our purpose. Now, both cards finish with the word purpose. This is your purpose. That's why it's got you frazzled. It's got you like, oh, because I feel that you feel the importance behind this. And I feel you feel engaged with this. You feel the connection. You feel the calling, you feel the pull, and you know you have to pivot. You know this, Pisces. You're intuitive, like I said just moments ago, you're intuitive enough to know this. And you generally follow your intuition. And I feel this is big. And this is why it's got you kind of like, oh, I'm wondering if there's a lot that needs to go, a lot that needs to change, a lot that you need to accept about yourself and what's in your life now. And I'm wondering if that's what's creating this, oh, it's too much, it's too big, I can't. But this call to pivot, life often provides us with opportunities to pivot along our sacred path. And maybe that's the difficulty as well. You are already on your sacred path. We all are. And it changes and evolves as we go along. But sometimes it's hard to pivot. It's hard to turn the corner. Because then we're being led into the unknown. So even though there's a pivot here, I really feel this overall energy of I am right where I'm supposed to be. Is this month, slow down, Pisces. Come back to yourself. And I feel that all will be revealed. This uncertainty and this kind of like freaking out energy, is going to dissipate all on its own. You don't need to stop that energy. You just need to slow down and refocus. Oh my gosh, Pisces, what a reading. Lots and lots of energy this month that just needs to be harnessed in a gentle way. Those are the energies for July for you, Pisces. Love, light and blessings to you. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.